Yeah, yeah. She said she don't like that old shit, she wanna hear some new shit. The game that these lanes be running so stupid, juvenile and foolish, she long for a change. Yeah, that will be refreshing for her brain. Her ears are deaf to all the nonsense, she wanna hear some progress. It's too easy for her, you gotta make it complex. Provoke her thoughts, take her to another level. Engage her intelligence, make her feel special. She a fan of rap music, she love the way I do it. She said she missed me while I was gone. These other dudes been dropping fast food shit, microwave songs. It's time for something different, something prepared with love. People say she too bougie, finicky, choosy, but she a Pisces, indecisive when she do things. She wanna make sure she make the right choice. Well, baby girl, you smart as hell if you can hear my voice. Yeah. Little homie said, music ain't the same. He said it's not the business, the artists are to blame. He only listen to Eazy-E and Too Short, cause these new fools too flashy, too much flaws, too much conceit, not enough consistency, too much beefing instead of making hits. They all take their fans for granted, they unappreciative of their God-given talent. He said he liked the rappers better when they broke, cause when they get that money they lose touch with the folks. Back up in the hood that made them famous from the ghetto, forgot about the ghetto, that's why you keep getting stuck. That's why the first joint is always sold out and now they can't give away albums. He only 14 but Lord Shorty know his shit, he do his homework. I value your point of view, kid.
You act smart while I act dumb, but I know some that still lay under my thumb. See, we've got issues, so we swing a fistful, whatever, trying to keep the temper down to the gristle. They like the small talk as long as it's about you. They walk that walk without knowing how to. I watch it all and pretend that I'm above it, but the truth is I see it, I need it, I love it.
I'm stuck with random stray hairs from ex-lovers entangled in each other's desire to stay here beyond their welcome, sharing the same common problem. Blonde and brunette, tightly knit, and I don't fit in with split ends. Didn't have to worry about them taking me for my dividends. Paid my dues spending time by myself, she was with her friends, mingling with single men. Say things like hitting skims to them, thinking it's innocent, but then giving me guilty grins. Swimming with filthy fins, knocking boots, kicking my shins. Shark infested water, torture treatments, get beat by the timberlands. Feet are shivering, walking on cold graves. Roses lay on relationships, too impatient to die of old age.
Yeah, remember when you knew all the answers? Well, something shook until you thought you had the questions. For all the time and effort you've invested, I find it kind of funny that you haven't learned your lessons. Still guessing, the whisper of the leaf, the rustle of the bitch. When there is no love, nothing makes you rich. So I give a shrug and the eye muscle twitches in replace of a hug and a lack of superstitions.
Stop thinking you don't belong here. You are where you are, cause you hardly morph. The music is not gonna stop. Take your eyes off the chair, cause there's others that are under the same impression as you. How many seats will a rock bottom accommodate? One too many people who share nothing but views. Misery is willing to keep company with those who don't ever walk a mile in their own shoes. So now they swap souls, they got soul fucking uninspired. They drop low under the fire of sky gods. It got old and now they wanna go higher, but cops patrol every single empire with tripods.
So video did kill the radio star. Now we're all so cute and drive brand new cars. We make music so you can lose your mind. We do the crime so you can do the time. Tell me who can get busy like this, man? Well, the truth is, damn near anyone can. So I'ma buy you some implants and a suntan. Let's follow the plan and get some fat off the land. Fuck this little rapper, treat me like a crook. Baby, if you knew me, you wouldn't sing my hook. You think I was so ugly, you'd be afraid to look. But maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a chapter in your book. Doing fine, thanks for asking. Standing as the last man, popping bubbles and aspirin. Ready, set, action. Remove your dress so we can make a mess and hit the world with a little bit of stress.
Let's pep talk these wings till they strengthen. Forgetting footwork, making power moves on ceilings where heads spin. That unravels a bloody crown, revealing red skin. We created hierarchy, now there are no kings in heaven. Fatty acids added to the asthma medicine. Breathing heavy at the gates makes them have to let us in. Like as if implying we've been trying our hardest, using everyone else's honest way of dying as an armrest. I ain't on promise. Broken over dislocated kneecaps, and it's harmless jokes that provoke freak accidents. Laugh at that lap dancer who strips off confidence. I live off of hope in Providence, 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 Providence.
Your communication tactics are all fucked up. Don't blame me. I had nothing to do with this.
You play the same damn records every day. No wonder you believe you'll never get away. You wear the same pair of jeans you woke up in. Keep the music coming, keep the movement sudden. I watched you dance every street of this city. I feel no pity. You laid the carpet, you made the target by yourself. Little help, now loosen up the belt and straighten up the apartment. Finish that book that you never even started. Take a look at that face that hates to look back. Set the oven on bake, take a pan out the rack. Season up your past, put it in and cook that.
Stop thinking you don't belong here. You are where you are, cause you hardly more. The music is not gonna stop. Take your eyes off the chair, cause there's others that are under the same impression as you. How many seats will a rock bottom accommodate? One too many people who share nothing but views. Misery is willing to keep company with those who don't ever walk a mile in their own shoes. Usage of musical instruments. Drums navigate your intelligence is an odd mutation. Mercury, take element when heated, poisonous black lotus, flammable oxygen when smoking cigarettes. Lethal byproducts choke. A cooling temperature point dissolves thought.
What's up,
This
New
is
York?
the remix.
You ain't gonna front on me now.
This is the remix.
What's up, California? You ain't gonna front on me
So
now.
intelligent.
What's up?
So intelligent.
What's up, Texas? You ain't
So
gonna front on me
intelligent.
now. Get live.
Instantly galvanization of parts utilized proportionate into the next wave, achieving as percent mention hits to my sentence, wielding lateral suspension. Pounds per square inch, incrementing structural strength. Usage of musical instruments. Drums navigate your intelligence, the odd mutation. Mercury, take element when heated, poisonous black lotus, flammable oxygen when smoking cigarettes. Lethal byproducts choke. A cooling temperature point dissolves thought cords, connect the neurosynapses, prescribe pharmaceuticals, collab bridge circuitry, signs of medicine, indicate behavior of a human being. Precious, bionic, balance, basically beforehand, better abnormal performance position. Observe my brain combine different lobal and left and right images. Disturbing relaxation. Intoxicants, hybrids, distort perception. Mounted tripods prepare my telekinetic reflection.
Yeah.
You
So
think you're smart.
intelligent. So intelligent. You think you're smart.
You think you're smart.
You think you're smart. So intelligent. You think you're smart.
You think you're smart.
So intelligent. Yeah. So intelligent. Analog compound, mid-range format, robot, sonic, inmate, tag team, dream scheme, bionic, digital, alloy, mechanical. Range helmets, lock, satellite heights, expand mandatory. Dismantle while you handle particles on the space trunk pump. On aluminum alloy cartridges, space 84 man, Colt Rebel 83 plus RPM rocket exhaust. Engines real, industrial, mechanism, print service on liability, like Delco, batteries levels. Coincide information manufactured regarding offices. State control systems, network, insulting results, reproduction, construction, KTLA5 chrome, silver grain elements, attach antennas on cordless mics, computerized handmade, talking remote control bathrooms through ATM machines, release gas from stomach steam. Anti-rectal careers distribution is moving, charts on billboard like Tom Cruise, Johnny Light in the racetrack, stuck on floors with thumbtacks. Bi-coastal amplifiers make New York hawk my walk. Legend status 8,000, no metal pages in the source. Boss, you lose. Get moved and chewed by 5 billion people equal. Flex, red alert, Barbados stretch, come to the turntable. Update what is north or south, east or west. Texas, come to the party. So intelligent, you think you're smart. 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 So intelligent, yo, Finland, come to the table.
Bulletin of the atomic scientist, centennial teleport, 15 micron, satellite type channel osmosis, hostage cell movement, parallel symbiotic biosis, symmetrical vertical cathedral cascading colored lights, galaxies, Romulan mercurial elements, balance 30 moon system, Jupiter Sagittarius digital accumulation, package chip compression, alternating current AC, direct DC, smoke a blunt head beams like Aquaman, speed up my molecules pass directly through walls. I take a mic to an MC's ass. You're a jelly candy in 5 different flavors. Savior, asymmetrical shapeless, amorphous life form. Planet, plan ET descendant. Starting in a quick infinite second. You're so intelligent. So intelligent. You think you're smart. You're so intelligent. You think you're smart. So intelligent. You're so intelligent.
You think you're smart.
You're so intelligent. So intelligent,
You think you're smart.
you're so intelligent.
Yeah, big boys in the house, coming on through. Yeah, you got the mix downtown New York City live. Checking out the sound. We can roar. Check us out, coming in. Madison Square Garden live. It's all over, y'all. It's all over, baby. It's all over. It's all good, baby.
Always something in the nature of a hoax, because it really does deal with a domain of experience that can't be talked about. But one must remember at the same time that there's really nothing at all that can be talked about adequately. And the whole art of poetry is to say what can't be said.
Yeah. It's music. It's music. That's the thing. The park, we do this. Park, we do this. Yeah, the park, we do this. Candy apple, honey kisses, play the pharaoh woman, riches on the throne, Harold Bone, stand alone, Carol Bone, finger pop the after rockers with the rosters, y'all imposters, we the monsters, eating pasta, robot movement, soul influence, Marvin music, garden to this hardest, truest park, we do this, pause, call a doctor, closing lobster, hip hop, a hero, man, I bureau land, Anunnaki, brand new posse, wind me up, walkie-talkie, aki, Shazam, He-Man, gray skull, great foe, great flow, Applebee's, daiquiris, Maccabees, mastery, I savagery, and that's for me, celebration, hell embrace himself, a mason, nah, Jella raise him, amazing like the golden age of Scotty Waddy in the lobby, JVC's, TDK, KRS, BDK, these were the days, by Hashim Yahweh Shah, Cloud at 95, Crown Prince, Brown Trench, VA, William C, Illis 3, Coolin 3, Jazzy T, Master D, and Wizzy D, and that was me, and that was me. Make a deal, the price is right. Wheel of Fortune, icy mics. Used to hold and lick my colons with my portrait highlights. Narration, NFL, Baphoration in his jails. Barry Sanders with them hammers, weaving slammers, these with cameras. Prison war, wizard law, crystal balls, chicken claws, sniffing draw, vision more, spitting raw, getting more. I hear from you, prepare brew. Light a L, enjoy the smell like a spell. Eggs from quail, turtle shell, purple veil on my face. Old school tapes, old school days, tofu plate, spitting spades. We play knuckles, old maid, he shuffle. Another day, another hustle, mother pray, devil chuckle, but I'll save you superpowers, swoop through towers, shooting vowels, gain the world and lose your soul, truth be told, UFOs, US codes, computer pros, Judah grows, beautiful, paid with velvet, hate the selfish, fake and jealous, place rebellious, ancient relish, face helmet, take these pellets, blast off, face angelic, face angelic, face angelic. Rebirth, alright, that's where we going.
Enormous proliferation of techniques for subjecting every kind of natural process outside the human skin and now increasingly inside the human skin to some form of rational control. And as we succeed in doing this, it also becomes apparent that we're failing. That the process becomes of such a high degree of complexity that we begin to feel that we're standing in our own way. That everybody complains the state of affairs in the modern world, in the technological world, is so complicated that nobody can understand it.
Of nature, bursting in place, growing silent fury of element, glowing eternity, ripples reaching for capture, found oxygen, medium oxygen folding, hues of perfect white, silk and flowing, magenta, yellow overlaps, a cobalt silhouette, pets, dancing edges, orange pop fusing warm glimmers, casing of winds, spinning shadows between the fragile, brilliant of its shed and passionate tear, doused, roaring, tender toward immortal brings, replenished to brinks, disappeared, prisoner to its purity and nothing more, prisoner to its purity.
I'm tired of being hard-headed, beaten, sweated, bedded with my past self, regretted habit, used to chill, climbing down the molehill, I've made of my innate inner child, still laughing when the future ain't is right at the bottom. Evidence is not a problem. I fed up yours in the days of Shakespeare. My poems for problems. Here's what I become. The sun will always provide some inspiration. It's still my figure in the Shazam. I remain in the muses of madman's innovation. Remove my finger from your chest. These words are not made to seal your lyrics of ignorance. If the slump is ever left, I'm emphatic, inadequate in this, till I can once again become valid. Wish I could grasp my torso, but it slipped through my hands like my hands. It all comes hand in hand with coming to grips with where I broke. Angrily bubbling, it's changing my whole outlook. Hey ma, look at me, no form, never hand on the notebook. I'm not romantic, I have to man, it wasn't my last endeavor. The rest of you shut up, I lack the ability to pull myself back together. The sun will always be there to provide some inspiration. Clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling.
Contains chaos, replaced with natural gracefulness.
The sun will always be there to provide some inspiration. Clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling.
The contained chaos, replaced with natural gracefulness.
Being surrounded by wax suits, swear I was a DJ. Living this nocturnal life, I never see the light of day. So I wander through my enwrapped body to try and find the pinnacle of my presence, my totally pure state of mind. And the topic's heated, only in darkness I'm truly living for my immediate partner, for the life he was born forgiving. Standing tall and thin, you can't really make out my mask. The lifespan I was handed is disappearing depressingly fast. I've seen 40 nights, but can't recall any days. My peak is charting curled, connecting with the wind, it sways. I interact with my cohorts to illuminate various faces. Mastered meeting my match on a regular basis. I wait while the second hand keeps moving and stopping. Surrounding cylinders are quickly dripping and sopping, creating puddles in which I envision my own reflection, growing closer to the ground level, section by section. Previously I stood erect, how I long for just the dawn of yesternights, witnessing people's rights and people's wrongs. Symphony playing in the background to elevate my mood, I compact, becoming well aware that my ending existence is a fact. Thoughts flashback of being closer to the ceiling, clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling. Feeling cheated for all the energy that I relinquished. Hear my dying cry as my soul is slowly extinguished.
You can count on me to hold you steady, letting you drip down on me whenever you're ready to shed a glimpse of light on whatever the situation is. The contained chaos replaced with natural gracefulness. I felt some come and go. You ain't different than the rest of them. Different colors, different scented ones. Nothing changes but the aura, and I only notice a slight rendering. Yet it secures my existence. My usefulness depends on a mobile, inanimate, a feeble decoration for this inadequate planet. I took no part in creating, so I make my reality consume my space to play an intricate role behind no shadows on your face. Foundation never needed to be the shine. Illumination, I'm content with my place and time. Affiliation with desire, hunger for solidarity. Traces of your visit and departure scattered. My heart is matted with your remains, but nothing matters next to the fashions that fashions how we're arranged. It's all deranged, how your smile's really a frown. Got me bound, cause once you burn out, down, I'll still be around. It's like that.
The sun will always be there to provide some inspiration. Clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling.
Contains chaos, replaced with natural gracefulness.
The sun will always be there to provide some inspiration. Clarifying cobwebs and corners, give me that warm feeling.
The contains chaos, replaced with natural gracefulness.
Right now, we'd like to continue with the composition by yours truly.
I'm a hot commodity, like New York lottery. They too hairy with the pottery. I'm a problem on solid beats. They must be Wilkins, Dominique. The sophomore year was their highest peak. Your career ain't long as Big Bird speak. So many Oscar the Grouches, that's garbage on the street. They a new tampon release. A stain in your girl's drawers called yeast. MCs are frogs, leaping off my balls to a leaf. Hot Tetleys hang off the pubic like Nestea. Rappers give me an allergy. Even if you call in early, you still couldn't reserve a seat. Your top chicks say my fluid tastes sweet. I'm like a boiler, but I will put some gravy with baked beets. So steamy, her spandex get more creamy. Tagging the vagina walls with graffiti. You wanna be a Sex Pistol with skinny pants and rap like Ali's daughter Mimi. Constipated up, they can't let out a feces. Standing with the long robe like Jesus Christ. They wanna throw stones cause they can't believe me. They wanna throw stones.
They believe you, dog, trust me.
Destiny Child. That's Destiny Child. That's Destiny Child. That's Destiny Child.
There you go.
That's Destiny Child. That's Destiny Child.
Any MC disrespecting me, I definitely leave that pussy hollow like hysterectomies. I'm cooler than Rollo, sipping a bottle of Thunderbird in the Eldorado with Lotto's on. You dudes is all gone like the last sip of Kool-Aid. Your bitch made, should've paid attention when they mentioned me in the same sentence with beats. I'm a menace with the metaphors, and I'm way better. Fuck them hate lovers. I whip their ass like my last name Mayweather. I stay ahead of them lames. They ain't never been further than 10 blocks from home. That's why I never heard of them. They absurd. I kick them to the curb like they worthless. I hurt your feelings on purpose. It'll be worse than your mama when she whoop your ass for playing with her makeup. Ain't no mistaking it. You wake up screaming and soaking wet. Believe me, I'll never let them see me sweating. My veteran flow and dead them whenever they ready to leave their body. So call an operator, tell them send more cops and more paramedics. Hit them got hectic, they ain't expected. Me and Cool keep connected on the track. Who fucking with that? We legendary. Better hurry up and tell somebody about it. Cause this is so amazing. This Destiny's Child. So amazing. Astonishing. Third Eye. Cool Keith and Third Eye.
The deadly venom. Let me start from the beginning. We always hitting, so yo, there'll be no extra innings. As I send the mic out the park like Reggie Jackson, you be the minor leaguer who sees no action. The coming attraction, what? The main feature. And I'ma greet you like a rhyming ass creature, lurking all up in the dark unknown parts. The brother well prepared is the brother who will start, and that's me, I keep. As long as the ladies move their bodies, we'll have a forum to stand, cause that happens to be the nature of man. Sexuality, it is the format, baby. Ain't no ifs, no buts, no ands or babies. But I praise the Lord of the worlds that's unseen. Respect me for that and let me do my thing. I said respect me for that and let me do my thing. You know we gotta get a hold over the illest drum roll. Yo, how you doing? Let me give you an intro. My name's the Abstract. Now let me give you some info. Got the diamond in the back and the sunroof shit that makes the hardcore MCs resort to be a bitch. And I don't give a shit about being wild rich. Just make me comfortable and I'll deal with it. Your lust for the riches make a nigga feel sick. Down to his gullets, up chuck it then spit. Denouncing my beliefs, well then your wig gets split. Lay your egos on the ground so that you'll benefit. You can take these words and relay it to your click. Take some time for your mind and get off them head trips. Don't try to play me. See, my name's not Dick. The tribe is the crew that make the mics get lit. Like the 4th of July on some fireworks shit. My record company be on some true jerk shit. But that's alright, now I'm on some true work shit. And I'ma make it happen for my whole outfit. You know we got to get control over the illest drum roll. Hey yo, we just getting started. Got to redirect this vision. Got the beauty of a flower, plus dimensions like a prism. Your minds are locked down like prison. Y'all really need to go lay down, cause positivity is risen. We hitting, yo, bust how we too strong to be broken. Occasional malfunction, pressure time, we ain't choking for security. Yo, we on this run like Logan. Come on, doing the hustle, then you backstage Rogan. We all got force, don't ever try to think that you perfect. We all are human beings, it's bullshit at the surface sometimes. I mean, we rhyme, damn, we ain't prophets. And if you think so, you need to stop it. So jump back inside your shell. Let your $1 million thoughts propel. But next man don't get gel. Player hate that all carries weight that we don't need. We slim with disabilities and thick with possibilities. Cause then you can't move with agility. Navigating with good visibility. We put these tunes out in record shop facilities. Let's strive to get these constant money activity. We try to stay on the scene like Fidel. So if you get amnesia, these names are still ring bells. There ain't no plan B's. Yo, watch, we moving through with plan A. Money market doing things the right way. You know we gotta get control over the illest drum roll. You know we gotta get control over the illest drum rolls. You know we gotta get control over the illest drum rolls.
Your secrets.
straight up. Shit. Fuck is the matter with these niggas out here? Kodak. Picture that nigga on Wool niggas. Yo, what up? Regulate me, yo. It look good, right? Yo. Hey yo, I put my money on the real kings, reveal the rings, rocks and swing, stand bling bling and I sing. Jack Mac packages, feast and light it up in beefsteak. Cordial invited the motorways, eat
yo,
with
what
us.
up, Lex? What up, yo, it's on again. Yo, it seem like niggas want war again. If you ain't know that, you niggas heard of me now. Can't stop me, best bet, murder me now.
Hey yo, Lex, yo, put your diamonds on, yeah. Grab your vest and your nine cause it's on. I rap Harlem World where they hustle at. On the way to BK where they bust you at. Yo, gun on them in the X-rays, real niggas lay tired of it. Nigga violated, cut him in the face, vivid hand Glock, looped the damn. Shot him in the ass like Cupid, nigga wanna old place, stupid.
Ain't a team alive, you know, fucking with this. Niggas mad like I'm fucking they chick. See me sunk in the whip, gun in the hip, one in the head, 10 in the clip. Niggas is dead, who you fucking
I used to
with?
bubble dimes, in the goose I used to cuddle nines and double the fact that they think that you can trouble minds. Big guns is laying. Timothy McVeigh, broad damn, push them all the way in.
Hey yo, dreads in the bloody rep. Yeah, yellow canary legs, specs on, moving like beds. Chop barrels, Star Wars stubs, move like De Niro, heat out, extorting the heroes, 4
Hey yo,
5 zeros.
let's go, get dough. Bust slugs in the club, thugs get low. Bitches showing me the thong like I'm Cisco. Up in the 6, yo, watch his wrist glow. Damn nigga sick though, this be the shit though. You ain't know, got your moms in the disco. Singing the intro, shaking the ass like a nympho. It's time to move, nigga, we in. Get your shit beat
I do
in.
magic on mixes, remix the hell out of the Bible like stripping and squish the whole title. Robes hit the floor, shoes is buff, gold-studded bracelets, handcuffs, they gave it up.
Teach niggas how to wrist off, a big mob, keep niggas off me. Fuck around and did out of mid-all. Niggas gon' buck what? Yeah, you with it, whatever, let's body these niggas. A lot of niggas fuck
Yo,
up.
never been the type to hold a grudge. Did 5, I was guilty. Fuck the judge. The Av got mad when I slid back through. Iced out, just came home and I blew.
We like the Fritz, Z, rich and poetess. If it's chilly on our neck, then it's cold on our wrist. The cash flow was nuts. Come through 8th Ave, 1100 style, burn out and don't.
Hey yo, the hood's off the hook, hooded up crooks, way to back, burner with black burners, laying for the jokes. I'm too live. These be the same as my shoe size. Fresh out the box, just got the
My
pen.
team is like Nitro, Dick Michael, boom when the lights blow. Catch you in the spinal with the same knife from Psycho. My mic flow like Michael on the ball court. All pro result of this cream team, niggas
Hey yo,
getting more dough.
let's go, get dough. Bust slugs in the club, thugs get low. Bitches showing me the thong like I'm Cisco. Up in the 6, yo, watch his wrist glow. Damn, nigga sick though, this be the shit though. You ain't know, got your moms in the disco. Singing the intro, shaking the ass like a nympho. Time to move, nigga, we in. Get your shit beat
Hey
in.
yo, rap from your town. Uptown, break it down. Staten Island, break it down. BK, break it down. Queens and Bronx, get down. Throw your hands up right now.
Slanda ruim, slanda bunda do twin. Slanda ruim, slanda bunda da twin. Who God bless, no man curse. What lovers join, no man can divide. What eternity is will, no man can alter. Jah give I this and no man can take it away. Stand on them, man gonna fish up them mouth. Stand away there, and them man gonna fish up them mouth. Them man gonna fish up them mouth. When you come, them man gonna fish up them mouth. When me gather enough lyrics all about. And when me gather enough lyrics all about. They reach down Africa, me tell it all about. They reach down Africa, me tell it all about. They don't like a man, me love talk and shout. They don't like a man, me love talk and shout. They wake up every morning, me wash out me mouth. They wake up every morning, me wash out me mouth. Where them a gonna fish up me mouth? You know where them a gonna fish up me mouth? Where them a gonna fish up me mouth? Me say down where them a gonna fish up me mouth? They want to put big padlock on me mouth. They want to put big padlock on me mouth. Tell them, Jeff, Babylon come, them lick me na me head. Only heap of people want see me drop dead from pain. Tell them, watch them from pain. Tell them, watch them. Me have the pain in me head, got the pain in my neck. Hey, come from me neck, in my chest. Hey, come from me chest, in my back. Hey, come from me back, the in my waist. Come from me waist, and from
from me hip, come from me hip, inna me thigh, come from me thigh, inna me leg, come from me leg, inna me knee, come from me knee, inna me foot. Them treat naughty dread like I and I a cook, but me read up the Bible, the holy book, page to page. Tell them, watch them, page to page. Tell them, watch them. But with them I gon' do to shut me mouth. Nay, with them I gon' do to shut me mouth. Can't wait till me gather enough lyrics all about. Me reach down Africa, me tell it all about. Me don't like a man, me love talk and shout. Boy, with them I gon' do to shut me mouth. With them I gon' do to shut me mouth. So down behind the swing the nice lane. Behind the slide this lane. So put that way down do this long thing. Start to dig down the day. They got the pain in me head, got the pain in me neck. Come from me neck, in me chest. Come from me chest, in me back. Come from me back, in me waist. Come from me waist. Come from me hip, come from me hip, inna me thigh, come from me thigh, the inna me leg, come from me leg, inna me knee, come from me knee, inna me foot. Them treat a naughty dread like I and I a took, but me read up the Bible, the holy book, page to page. Tell them, watch them, page to page. Tell them, watch them. Me say that them a gonna shut me mouth. Shut up. When them a gonna shut me mouth. When me gather enough lyrics all about. Me reach down Africa, me tell it all about. Me don't like come and me love talk and shout.
you see it's not our place to decide? You know we have to make a case for love. It's more of a duty. It's clear we have a mission from above, a mission of beauty. You know I wouldn't lie to you. What would I achieve by that? It's more than I would try to do. These are the facts. Take your place here with love in your heart. Just embrace what
glitches in what you call the human security system. These sorts of notions. You talk about K-War, which I kind of interpret to be a kind of like revolutionary guerrilla warfare, but on the level of the social codes in some sense. And you know, back from that period, you're even interested in more fantastic ideas such as stuff like Neo-Lemurian Time War, in which, you know, one gets the sense that your position then seems to be that, or at least you seem to have thought that these sorts of accelerationist insights might allow rebellious individuals and groups to fundamentally alter or hack the nature of social reality in ways that the status quo institutions are not able to defend against. And so it's this very heady, emancipatory kind of tone to all of it. And so a lot of people who are interested in your work and in your ideas got into you through these early texts. And I think we know it's very clear that since then, your thinking has evolved drastically. But what's unclear, I think, is how and why exactly your perspective has changed, or just, you know, how to understand the trajectory between those early kind of heady, typically emancipatory kind of connotations in your thinking, in your kind of accelerationist view of the world, and your current viewpoints. And so before even going into your current views and picking your brain about how you see these things today, I'm just curious if you could kind of mentally go back to the 1990s when you're theorizing all these kind of radical ideas at the beginning. What would you say, like, what was the first kind of crack in that tendency for you? Like, what gave exactly? Was there a particular realization or insight or problem or anomaly in kind of your viewpoints in the 90s that kind of cracked and made you kind of see that all of these radical emancipatory ideas are not going to work? Or how would you explain that?
These things come in waves. I mean, wave motion is crucial to it. There was an extremely exciting wave that was ridden by the CCIU in the early to mid-1990s. You know, the internet was basically arrived in those years. There were all kinds of things going on culturally and technologically and economically that were extremely exciting. And, you know, that carried this accelerationist current and made it extremely immediately plausible and convincing to people. Outrageous, perhaps, but definitely convincing. But it was followed, and I wouldn't want to put specific dates on this, really, but I think there was an epoch of deep disillusion, like the you know, I'd call it the Facebook era. And obviously, for anyone who's kind of coming in any way out of Deleuze and Guattari, for something called Facebook to be the dominant sort of representative of cyberspace is just almost, you know, comically horrible thing to happen. You know, and I just really responded to this with such utter prolonged discussed that a certain, like a, deep sedimentary layer of profound grumpiness, from a personal point of view was added. But I don't think it's just a personal thing. I mean, I think that acceleration just went into massive eclipse.
To me, what's really at stake in this question is understanding the nature of ideology, because that's one of the things I'm really interested in today, is just what exactly is ideology? What is the most empirically sophisticated way to understand social communities' tendencies to divide along ideological dimensions, the number of those dimensions, the relationship between those dimensions? I find it very fascinating and important, because I think it's that those are the tracks along which so much of contemporary kind of mass insanity and confusion go down. So it almost seems to me like listening to you describe your own trajectory, it almost sounds like you're endorsing kind of like a horseshoe theory of ideology, right? This idea that, the radical left at a certain margin almost has to become right-wing to some degree. That seems to be kind of baked into what you're saying about Deleuze and Guattari's perspective on acceleration, that, the real way to rebel against capitalism is, in some sense, to be so capitalist that capitalism can't handle it to some degree. Is that how you see it, kind of?
Actually, that's not really how I see it, but I think it is an interesting suggestion, and I think we're touching upon this really fascinating and intricate zone in making that suggestion, for sure.
So what's wrong with that to you?
Okay, let me see. Well, maybe before trying to immediately sort of respond precisely to that, let me just say that, a lot of there is an actual sort of fabric of discussion, obviously very connected to your point around this, which comes from the fact that precisely because of this surreptitious, insidious strategy that Deleuze and Guattari, I'm going to use them as the kind of the epitome of this, that we're involved in. Because of that strategy, they have resulted in a question that has haunted accelerationism from its birth, which is precisely this thing about, is it a left wing or a right wing process that we've seen people exploring in stages later. And the sort of leftist, I would say the original leftist formulation of it, before, very different from anything that we get in what then becomes called left accelerationism later, is that, well, it's almost like Lenin's, the worse the better. So the understanding of it is that, what Deleuze and Guattari are doing, what the accelerationist current coming out of them is doing, is saying the way to destroy capitalism is to accelerate it. And there's no other strategy that has any chance of being successful. Now, is that? Oh, so then there's a question. Well, okay, can we model what we're being said there as a horseshoe? That there is a certain kind of possible meeting point of kind of hyper-rightists in terms of kind of proponents of capitalism, and hyper-leftists as defined as kind of ferocious antagonists of capitalism. I mean, yes, I will grant, in that construction that's not implausible. That's not implausible. And I think we do see these interesting crossovers. Like, obviously, one figure that I think is sort of on the edge of this, and of great interest for lots of people working in sort of accelerationism-related areas around, is this guy who goes by the nick of Damn Yehu, or if I'm pronouncing that right, Jehu, I don't know. He's he's as fundamentalist Marxist as anyone I've ever come across. Absolutely fundamentalist, anti-capitalist, proletarian revolution, economistic Marxist. And yet, there's a huge zone of resonance between his analysis and kind of accelerationist currents that would be seen as being sort of absolutely offensively and unambiguously rightist in orientation. So I'm saying all of this to say that there's something serious behind what you're saying. It's not like there's nothing there. But I think there's this, I have to put this, my fourth point on the table, which will bounce back onto this question, which is the fact that I think the right accelerationist commitment that sort of that feeds into all kinds of later things, but definitely is something already going on in the 1990s, is that the actual practical social force of conservatism, of what in a certain sense would be called even reaction, is the political left. That's what the political left is. The political left is the thing that is set essentially against the imperative to accelerate the process. And so, by that definition of leftism, it's really what then becomes said, what I then say, as soon as I'm not within a certain strategic context set by, I'll say the academy, but I think it's not just the academy. It's also a sort of a structure of political and ideological hegemony.
Yo, you owe it to me. Give up cash about the sleeve. See, I'ma show you all how to MC. See, you rock the floor, Wahari, I rock, will be one of the soldiers of the team. So y'all niggas is dope fiends, hope for a dream. It's being like a case of gangrene. Gangrene and exit the scene with a fine chicken to fill up a pair of jeans. And yo, doing this shit for magnet. Niggas in corner guards trying to do shit. See, life in a game, it remains intense. Like, hold to a nigga like a dog tracing the sand. See, you gotta get your money, you got to pay rent. Filling it, y'all, as a red.
One of the musical priests before the lyrical Voltron. Hypocrites get stepped upon into combat. Don't you come back, but keep your back. Your sword in the spiritual warfare. You up against the lord of the first high priest. Melchizedek, don't you conceive this? Just sit back, breathe. I gotta move where this come from. JD, the original drum master. You when I'm in the back, fast or slow, it doesn't matter though. T3 times the MC, call him the light. My dick, I'm the one who's in the tree of life. Hold tight, don't ever give up in the fight. Grace can only come into the sight. Soul power, it ignites like science. SV dominates the industry for fun.
Come on to the beat, you know you can't stop, can't quit. Stance and just put up your hands and this. Come on for the band and this. You can't stand one of my man's dead, sleeping on some sandman shit. Come on, like damn man, wake up and bring the action on some band damn. More like a grand slam hit. Come on, the whole fam flipping on the handstand tip. Come on, we get the dough with up, spit up the wham bam. Before we go, we get that on some damn wham shit. And like some second hand brand kicks. Ripping from the beat down to San Francisco to Japan land. It's the brand and new. Can't whip like the Trans Am do. Don't stop. Can't quit. Can't stop.
This is for y'all to dance to a slow.
cause it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. We say fat-tat-zero. You say, huh? What? You know, it's that Hey yo, this is for y'all to dance to it slow, cause it's fantastic.
Intake ambiance, a tool for meditation. Pressing towards the clouds, and with whom I am complete. Defeat the change that restrain and aid a sensation. Equal balance in and out, all inhibition shall deplete. Intake ambiance, a tool for meditation. Pressing towards the clouds, that with whom I am complete. Defeat the change that restrain and aid a sensation. Equal balance in and out, all inhibition shall deplete. I'm trying to break this spider's cramp, massage my hand and daydream. Out the window, innuendo, watch the water find its path down the glass. It seems erratic direction, it's only perfection. Rest my head inside my hands, pace back and forth inside my mind. I wish sometimes I wouldn't reminisce so much. Such things tend to make one reflect and dissect situations to an extreme. Hard now to redeem what was there before. No more gone are those days and ways have parted. Gone from feeling solid trust to outsmarted. Anyway, I'm now moving on to a distance far from yesterday. It's best this way. I felt as though I've missed this moment of truth. Outcome uneventful. I've lost the ability to feel sentimental. I can stare at a puddle and see a million places I love. It's comforting thoughts of places I've been, places I will never see again. Send my love to all who were there, wishing I could crawl back in, but I transformed and the pieces wouldn't fit, so the sore necks will cease. I searching to the sky to try to find some form of peace, and I keep pulling up blanks. Yet I'm wearing this mask for the sake of others. We all miss things, I suppose we must let go, but I'm not ready. Just let me sit in silence and soak in what's trailing down the window, to cleanse my emotions, to begin the process of preparing myself. Intake ambiance, meditation, pressing towards the clouds, out to my complete. Defeat the change that restrains and read a sensation. Equal balance in and out, and all inhibition shall deplete. Intake ambiance, for meditation, pressing towards the clouds, out to my complete. Defeat the change that restrains and read a sensation. Equal balance in and out, and all inhibition shall deplete. I watch the drop join its friends and become one of the crowd, relating all too well, forcing me to sigh out loud, looking at clouds to envision the inside of my head. I'm turning leaves at this turning point, remembering what they said. As they drove off one by one, they left, taking pieces of me until I felt empty inside. Already looking forward to that day when I'd be returning, and I hadn't even left yet. From then on I took the inside-out approach. I'm granted lots of time to think when your new position is coach. Your team is sleeping the whole time. When it's 2:40 in the morning and you're in the middle of nowhere with the buzz of the AM radio, the only one that's there, you think a lot about life. It's where it all began for me, and the more I thought, the more I began to clearly see absolutely every aspect of my life in a new light. I figured out my Rubik's Cube. Well, I got it somewhat right, and things are coming together as I slowly come undone, and the occurrence known as it is swept under the rug. And now my burden weighs a ton, but it only makes me stronger, and I refuse to break. I'm letting things pass by for the family's sake. Just give me a picture of the truth so I can hold it near, and watch the rain fall syncopated with one lonesome tear. Intake ambiance, a tool for meditation, pressing towards the clouds of the mind completely. Defeat the change that restrain and aid a sensation. Equal balance in and out, and all inhibition shall deplete. Intake ambiance, a tool for meditation, pressing towards the clouds of the mind complete. Defeat the change that restrain and aid a sensation. Equal balance in and out, and all inhibition shall deplete.